I don't wanna wait for my life to be over, so I do it now.
Hello everyone, Transformate MTG here. Gonna go with some more standard play. Now I'm going back to this, sort of Firebender Ascension way to go. Got 4 stadium headliners and the high claws to help out with the Firebender Ascension getting online a little bit earlier. Trimmed down some of what I thought was maybe a little bit unnecessary in the sideboard. Really, it's a whole bunch of removal and Ultima, Pinnacle, Starcade, Aang's Iceberg, Soul Guide to go up against Graveyard decks, High Noon to go up against the sort of Is It Lessons as well as the Soul Guides, and the Clarion Conquerors really for the mono green, the green blue, and the artifact decks here. So we're running, sort of a whole bunch of low cost creatures, one Legion of Roku, getting double triggers off everything, and sort of, you're looking at Arabella, Sanguine Evangelist, Delny, FOMO kind of being your win conditions. So felt, like I was just getting a little bit tired of running tokens every single game, but still wanted to play in Boros because I think it's probably my favourite colour combination in Standard at this point in time. It is a very control meta, so playing an aggro deck is, not the best of ideas, but I'm having an awful lot of fun in these colours. Don't really want to switch out to something that is meta because not really... none of the meta decks really pull me towards them. It would be Golgari Dragons is potentially the one that pulls me towards it the most, but even then I'm not, I'm not going to be spending all of my time crafting one of the decks anyway, and I enjoy being pretty fast on Arena as well. I think it actually, despite the fact it's a really controlling meta, feels like it's pretty good still. Not a mono-red player either. Here, Inspiring Vantage, FOMO on 2. Yeah, I think this is totally fine. Can probably bin Demolition Field maybe, or High Claw. That's not what I want to see turn 1. Advantage, and yeah, no turn 1 plays when I'm running a fair enough of them. Second High Claw, that's really not very kind. I'm taking 2, at least they're not going to be able to pump it. Here, we've got Inspiring Vantage, and I think we might just Helix one of them. Gain some life back. What are they going to do to it? Full bore? Oof! That is not nice. Hey, mono red players. A Needlehead, that's also not very nice. We're taking a little bit of damage. Let's see. We will actually, no, we'll take the damage from the draw. Yeah, that's fine. I will Multiversal Passage entering tapped on white and Helix the Needleheads. I could Helix one of the claws, but I'm not sure that's going to be as big of a deal. Here I'll probably FOMO. Oh, another Needlehead. Right, that's delightful. Here I will actually just get lost the second Needlehead though, pre-draw. Play a voice, I think, ahead of a FOMO, demo field. Now I'll play the FOMO because it can block as well regardless. Discard a Voice of Victory, draw a land. And get lost, whichever one maybe they put a whole bunch of counters on next turn. Over Hellkite, into the bin. Do they need a land? Is that sort of what they're on the search for? Another Nova Hellkite. Interesting. So I'll just block one of them. I'll take 2. Here I can Sacred Foundry untapped. Sacred Foundry tap. You'll go Sacred Foundry tap, Voice of Victory. Look at getting lost as they pass into combat, so they can't use the tokens immediately. Burnout Bastronaut, that's okay. It's really quite nice because I'll kill one of the High Claws. I can double block into the other one here as well. Because they've passed into combat already, yep, I will absolutely double block. Ooh, but they could have... Nope, no blocks. Have to actually be careful of tricks on their side. I forget that they've got, I mean, they already played one full bore, or shock. That's really not what we're needing. It's a mountain, and no attacks, I suppose. Spells, please. Maybe I even cut more lands here, or full bore on top they're going to have to keep. I have actually seen a lot of spells anyway, it doesn't really matter too much. Got the high claw with the voice. Take 2. And I'm just going to scoop because I am not drawing the spells that I need, which is not very fun. Here, I think we go High Noons in, we'll bring in the Ang's Icebergs, bring in 2 Cages and 2 Conquerors. What we'll do is we will get rid of... I think it's going to be too slow for Legend of Roku. I can probably look to get rid of one of the Helixes. One of the Nesting Bots, one of the Headliners, one Ascension, one FOMO, and let's see, 23 lands. I'll actually side out a land, side out a plains. Oh, and actually, we just side out both of the demolition fields. Maybe I do need at least one of the demo fields, because I'm going down, there's 21 lands. Oops, that was, no, maybe Headliner instead. Activated abilities, okay, 1 Arabella, and actually we'll get rid of one of the Headliners. Okay, cutting lands feels interesting. I am on the play this time. Hopefully I do have a nice turn 1 play. So happy to mulligan, but yeah, drew into a bunch of removal and not anything else that game, which feels a little bit rough. Here looks pretty fine by me. I will start with a Nesting Bot, and I can Lightning Helix their turn 1 play, or look to Arabella. They aren't doing anything, so pay 2 life, and your Arabella, attack for 1. And even drawing a land here is not the most necessary of things to do either. Or they strike the Arabella, I think that's fine enough. We'll just attack here. Yep. And start my engines. What have they got here? They might be dropping down a Warped Dragon. They sure are, so we will take that down. I will still get a 1-1, which is the main thing. Feeling like I'm in a little bit of a better spot. Oh, Founder Port's really nice here, actually. Attack! And drop a Clarion Conqueror. Because it means here that they can't use the maps. They'll have to spend resources to kill it. Sunspine Lynx. I will, okay, lose 1. They'll lose 3, they lose 1. Beautiful. We will Ang's Iceberg the Sunspine Lynx. Don't think they have any artifact removal or enchantment removal in mono red, so I think that should be reasonably safe. Impart Challenger, which they can only use the Village on because of the Clarion Conquerors. A Obliterating Bolt, the Clarion Conqueror, okay. Nice, means that I can Lightning Helix the Challenger. I can't do anything about it, and I attack in for another 1. I've got the Pinnacle Starcage and the High Noon here, which are both kind of nice, as well as another Lightning Helix. Ooh, Sunspine Lynx is not nice though. 4th land feels like it's kind of okay. We will attack into them. Cool. And High Noon. Because here, I mean, if I draw into a land, I can Lightning Helix, attack, and maybe High Noon them. Okay, no. They're gonna... Ooh, oh, they're Lightning Strike on top. I imagine they just keep that, don't they? No, they don't. Pass. Attack for 6. Can they... No, they can't double it. My turn. I'm going to have to Lightning Helix them to the face. lightning strike me to the face. Okay. Oh, okay, Inspiring Advantage here is not what we wanted. Yeah, that's just going to be a passing of the turn. They've got one tiny little bit of damage they can do to my face. Shock. Okay, and they probably have one little thing they can do. Burst Lightning, yeah. And that is good game. That's a bit unfortunate. Again, felt like I was in a pretty good spot there. Could have killed them if I had... I mean, no, potentially they would have just burned down my creature instead on their turn, I think. But no, not... actually, let's go cancel. I think we just need to cut another land from the deck here, because that felt... yeah, that felt like not very good at all. Potentially could even require a little bit of card draw. But what options for card draw do I really have that I'd be looking for? Could get rid of the nesting bots, but the artifact to be able to get the FOMO missing sort of online, because really it's the only... I've got instant, I've got instant, enchantment, creature, land, and an Arabella. Okay, so we'll get rid of the nesting bots. We will pop in some Grease Wrench Goblins. Could even go actually Clockwork Percussionist. That might be a better option than the Grease Wrench, because it's an artifact. It does give me something if I bin it. And then... is it the Multiversal Passage? Is it a Multiversal Passage that I cut, or is it probably just one demo field I'll cut and put in the 4th Percussionist? Super, much more red heavy now. So, do I actually go cut a plains for another mountain? I think so. See how this feels. I think the 4 lightning helix is the 4 cut downs, not cut downs, whatever they are. Get lost? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, get lost. I think still very reasonable to be playing both of, sort of all of them, and that's sort of my only removal. Here, I got to play on 1, I've got to play on 2, can draw a 3rd land. I think that's pretty okay. Go advantage into Headliner. 3rd land would be exactly what I am after though. Demo field, Headliner, attack for 2. Attack for 4 next turn, attack for even more if Delny gets down. Or Fountain Port, wonderful, we're going to play an Evangelist. They're going to kill a Headliner. They're going to kill the Evangelist. Kill a Headliner, gain some life, okay. Hopefully they play something which means I can get in with the Delny next turn. Would be absolutely incredible. Ah, yes, fantastic. They get in with Delny, get double triggers on all of my stuff, and that's a lot of damage coming through on their end. So we got Delny coming out. And attack, we will have the double mobilize first before the double battle cry. And they are dead on board, which means they do have to deal with multiple things of mine, because if they kill the Delny, I still kill them. If they kill the Evangelist, I still kill them. If they don't kill either, they have to kill both. They got a Wrath? No, Helix, kill the Evangelist, that's okay. I get 2 flyers. And it's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, they get lost the Delny as well. Okay, that's very nice of them. Here, I think we go Percussionist or another Headliner. I think we go Percussionist just for the haste and attack with everything. And yeah, let's go. Oh, the Percussionist. Oh, actually, I could have killed them. Oops. Really should have thought that one through. I did not do the maths in my head well enough. Because if they have a Wrath here, that feels pretty bad. I do get to play the Firebender Ascension next turn. Oh, they're just going to shock it. Sacred Foundry. Okay, this feels pretty nice. So I'm going to side in the High Noons. I think that's pretty much all I want to do here. The Ags Iceberg's not really going to get too much done. Definitely want the Voice of Victories. What I'm going to do is probably get rid of 2 Lightning Helixes. Because I think that direct damage... Maybe not. Actually, could have kept the Lightning Helix and actually sided out the Get Lost, because it's not until much later on in the game that they'll be having any threats. And the Lightning Helix to the face could feel pretty good. But we'll see how game 2 goes. Being on the draw is certainly a bit more of a downside. But with a hand like this, where I can Percussionist into Voice, feels like it's going to be... Percussionist into High Noon. Or Percussionist into Voice. If they spend removal on Voice, I High Noon. They have Remove, or they have Mountain Attack. They have a Counterspell. So what would I rather counter, the High Noon or the Voice? I'd rather them counter the High Noon, keep the Voice for a later turn. Because, yeah, they'll no more lies, I imagine. Oh, it's going to heal it to the Percussionist. Alright. Interesting. That's not what I'd expect them to keep up. Here we will play the Sun Billow Purge, and we will attempt to play the Firebender Ascension. But here I imagine this probably gets countered. That's a pretty... Oh, it doesn't. Did they maybe just kill the token then? Interesting. Oh, they kill the High Noon. Okay, and I'll be able to double spell next turn. Voice Victory, Voice Victory. Oh, that's chill by me. They have a counter spell. I am happy enough with that. We'll go down and port Voice. They counter it. I play another Voice. Oh. Voice then. Next turn, Legend of Roku, get a couple of triggers, or another day instead. Kind of tricky of them. We'll go, this enters as a red and it enters tapped. We'll play Legend of Roku. 2 lands and a Percussionist. That's alright. Would have been nice to play one of the lands from hand. Going to be able to attack in with the Percussionist. Would have been a more sensible idea, but I think that is totally a-okay. Add a white, play a Sun Billow Bird, play a Percussionist, see what they want to do. Let's go sacrifice. Don't want to be trying into even more lands. Okay, Percussionist. Do it again, I suppose. Why not? Oh, they consult. Alright, resolve all. Probably do throw the Percussionist in the bin, though. I think I can do better than drawing a Percussionist. Lightning Helix. Cool, that's fine. I can play the Percussionist this turn. Attack with the Percussionist. Again, haven't really seen any of what I have desperately wanted, and seeing 8 lands, you know, 9 lands with everything. Shiko. What are they gonna do? Cool. Copy onto the Legend of Roku, I imagine. Yep. That means that I'll at least get to draw a card. Yep, let that resolve. And I'll set a clue. Arabella is nice here. So was Abandoned Air Temple, Abandoned Air Temple, Arabella. Going to get this Arabella. Nice. That's really good, actually. And then we'll attack with the Percussionist. If they block, it means I get to get lost their Shiko. Perfect. Okay. Kill their Shiko. So if the lightning helix up, it's a worthy enough trade. Confound and port for an extra Arabella damage and drain next turn. Oh, it's just another Shiko, that's why. Okay. What have they got though that they can kill? They can't kill anything. Fortunately enough. It's going to do it to face, okay. That works. Ooh! Actually, I didn't even consider that they could do that. Or land perfect. That is what I like to see, because here it means that I can still attack. We'll go planes. We will. If I do 3 there, I won't have enough, so we'll attack with Arabella. Drain. They declare blocks. I will Air Temple. And Lightning Helix. Kill the Shiko. Survive myself. I know that she is no longer power 2 or greater. Another day. That is alright. I mean, it's, you know, it's not great. And they get lost in Ascension. Wow, they are just spending all of their removal on me. Demo fields. Let's take a look at what's going to be on top. Ascension, glorious. I'll pass the turn, because I'll probably draw that at end of turn. They stock up, which isn't great. Does allow them to go fishing for a little bit more. But the fact that I'm keeping pace with this Jeskai control a lot better than tokens does, that is for certain. Let's sack the clue, or the map, sorry. Draw the Firebender Ascension, and may as well blow up one of their, I don't know, a Verge. I get a land, they get a land. Less chance of me actually drawing into another land. It's fine, I don't think that's going to help them cast anything. Mountain. Go Sacred Foundry. We can pay the 2 life here. We'll go Ascension. Do they want to counter it? They can't. Go attack. Trigger, trigger. Make all my things bigger. Get in for a bunch of damage. And sack a token, I think, to draw an extra card. Make sure I spend all my mana on my turn. I don't think there's anything that can be worth getting lost on their turn. Here, I think they're looking at needing a... Oh, Shiko. They can get back a Get Lost. Probably get... Oh, no, a Stock Up. Interesting. They're looking maybe for another Wrath. Ooh, tap land. Okay. The Shiko slightly bigger. Oh, there's the Jeskai's Revelation. Here, we'll play the Stadium Headliner. Attack. With everything. Sack the Stadium Headliner. Deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll actually go... Next to blocks first. Okay. We will then Lightning Helix the Shiko. Put a counter on everything else I own. Go to damage. And... sack a token, draw a card. Play Mountain, pass the turn. I am in a very good spot, because even with the Jeskai's Revelation, I think I may well have just enough. What they bounce the voice, kill the headliner. Yep, okay. Make a couple of tokens. I replay the voice next turn. Especially if they stock up. Yeah, replay the voice next turn. If I have anything else to do, that would be very handy. Oh, not a Firebending Ascension, that's actually kind of nice. Make me another creature, Voice of Victory, and pass the turn. Make creatures bigger. They probably just have another Jeskar's Revelation, though, is my thoughts. Look at an Aang's Iceberg. Okay. Okay, let's just kill the Aang's Iceberg straight away there. I've got enough to pay for any... Oh, I've just got negates. Cool. Resolve all. And then an Aang's Iceberg for the token. Okay, we'll draw a card. It's a land. That's not really what we're wanting to be drawing. I get in for... I mean, another Fountain Port's fine, I guess. Pass the turn. Wasn't able to be quick enough. Thought I was going to be end up being quick enough. Oh, just another bloody Shiko. Okay. What are they going to do here? Another stock up. That's kind of rough. What else can I side in here? Probably the Soul Guides. Stop them from Shikoing all the way through town. Another stock up, make themselves even bigger. I need the card draw here, I think, more than I need to block some more of the damage. And they'll get lost and Ascension. Oh, okay. I can actually block one of them. Kill the other Ascension. Wow. Okay, yeah, I mean, they're control, alright. Pass to attacks. Pay a life. Oh, pay another life. Much rather take 2 than 10, that is for sure. I got plenty of FOMO is actually kind of nice because it means I just get to drop the Foundry, draw another card. It's advantage. Let's go. Sack a token. Another FOMO. Play another FOMO. Discard. Draw Downey. Downey's actually kind of nice as well. And we'll cancel. I think we just passed the turn. Anchorage attack for 6. I know, must have some sort of instant, no? Yeah, okay, so I've still got a FOMO. I can make my FOMO really big here as well. A parlor. You're gonna scry. So we're gonna go onto the FOMO. Actually, an abandoned air temple's kind of nice, so we'll go onto FOMO again. Arabella. FOMO again. Sanguine Evangelist. Go to attacks. Attack with FOMO. Untap the FOMO. Then I attack in for 5. find what a wrath. One top, one bottom. Feels like a wrath here. Rediscover the way. Okay. Yep, there we go. There's the wrath. I still have a 1/1. They can make a blocker, but they get to search and get to dig with the discover the way some more. Yep, there's the anchorage. Nope, no blocks. I'm happy with no blocks there, I think. Yeah, I'm going to make the anchorage slightly bigger. Another rediscover the way on top. Play an Arabella. And pass the turn. Because here I'm really wanting to be blocking the Restless Anchorage. Another rediscover the way. Next turn I do kill because Arabella drains. Pyroclasm resolves. They attack for 3. Pass to attacks. Yeah. And if they have direct damage, then I'm just boned anyway. But they don't. Make that resolved, and no more lies. So here I go, create a treasure. Sack the treasure, draw a card. Oh, it's a percussionist. That is delightful. I go Clockwork Percussionist. Delany, and that's going to be game. Go to combat. I drain 4/6. That's, oh, good game. Fantastic. That feels like a really nice comeback. Game 1, super quick, super easy. Game 2 against Jeskai Control managed to take it all the way to the brink. Feeling like this is, yeah, that felt very nice to play. I think just a few little tweaks I made and just sort of making it a little bit more consistent, because I think some of the problems that I have, especially in something like Best of 3, is that I will sort of chop and change so much so often. Not the biggest fan of Best of 1, despite it being sort of the most played format in Arena, but Best of 3, I think just the extra thinking that sideboarding allows you to do is pretty magnificent. Here it's an Air Temple. Oh my gosh! Really need to draw a. Really need to draw a basic here. Probably could have mulliganed it actually, especially against a Chocobo. Could explode pretty quickly. I'd be wanting to helix the Chocobo on 2, I think. Elves, land, or double land. Nope, just the 1. Okay. Oof. Helix the Chocobo. I think it's going to be better than helixing the elves at this point, because the Chocobo puts on a really nasty clock. Next turn, I FOMO, discarding Percussionist. That's 3 in the bin. And then it's only managing to cycle a land somehow. Or I could play Percussionist, attack, especially if they've got a... Oh, they don't. They're just Wanderings. That's very different to what I expected. Alright, so here we're just going to go Sunbillow Verge into Voice of Victory. Into Clockwork Percussionist. If they attack, I block with the Percussionist, and then can FOMO, dropping a land on the next turn. Which I want to, yeah, FOMO and then Delany afterwards, so it does actually trigger multiple times. I think that's the way I'm supposed to be playing this out. play a Hydra, and they're going to double the Hydra. Okay. We'll play the Air Temple. We'll play FOMO, Vinning, a land. Firebender Ascension. Attack with the Percussionist. Always the option that I die to the Hydra next turn. Oh, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Next turn, double FOMOs. With more FOMOs. Probably not even going to be able to block with the Hydra. Okay, so they double, so they go to 2-4, and then play another 1 to 8. Could be 8-16. Okay. So here we go mountain, we go here, Downy, attack with everything. Gonna untap the voice and the FOMO. And we're going to copy, 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 and then go to attacks, attack with everything again, copy everything again, yeah, copy, 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 helix you to the face as well, just for safekeeping. Wow, that was pretty nice. Good turn 5 win there. Downy plus everything going very, very nicely. Here, I think we go 3 Conquerors. We go probably a couple of Icebergs. Feels like they're more landfall than they are a Badgermole card, but I'll bring in a couple of Star Cages as well, just in case. So here, Helixes are probably less helpful than the Get Lost. Same with Voice of Victory, I can get rid of one of them. I think it can go long enough for Legend of Roku. Actually, let's maybe just get rid of... Oh no, the Conquerors are really quite nice. Get rid of one of the Headliners, one of the Percussionists. Probably one of the Ascensions and an Evangelist or an Arabella. Get rid of the Evangelist over the Arabella, I think. I feel like that's some reasonable sideboards. Could probably cut the Legend of Roku as well, but if it does go long enough... And I think that was actually on the draw as well, so not even being on the play and being able to run that out against the landfall feels very nice. Here feels okay enough. Probably run out a... Oh, don't even know what I'm going to run out turn 1. This got to be a red because I... Oh no, that doesn't matter because that is actually a mountain. So it's not a basic like it is for the Air Temple. Tifa, ooh, okay. Sunbillow Verge and Arabella. Tifa is scary when I don't have any removal to deal with her as the problem. That's sort of, yeah, I mean that's 2 into 4. Very easily able to become even more this turn, but I cannot block. No blocks. Need to draw a Lightning Helix or a Get Lost here, I think, or I'm probably just dead. I'll actually pay the life here, because we'll go Hired Claw. FOMO. I probably actually should have dropped the Ascension. Discard the Legend of Roku. Draw a Percussionist. At least I'm gaining a little bit of life here, which is good. which means I may not be as dead to a Tifa, but I still feel like I'm going to be pretty dead to a Tifa. Next turn I go Ascension, Percussionist. Grizzly Bill actually makes things even more difficult. No lands though. Ooh. Spicy. That is what I like to see. Ah, beautiful. So we're going to go Firebender's Ascension. Unfortunately, I think I do need to hold the Lightning Helix because with the one green up, they almost definitely have protection for the Tifa at this point. Yeah. Firebending. Attack with the Arabella. High Claw? High Claw dies to Bill, but it means that next turn, regardless, I will have the Ascension able to double trigger. Yeah, and I'll gain 5. That's going to trigger twice, so next turn, regardless of how they block by the looks of things, although they do put a +1 so I can on the Tifa as well, it doesn't really matter. Oh, nothing, okay. Could have attacked with the Percussionist as well, but I'm not sure if that was going to be the most necessary. Oh, it's a Hydra and a land? Yep, okay, that's fine. I think I win next turn. So let's attack with everything. And we'll have these two trigger first and then Arabella afterwards, and I think that's just the win. Yep. Copy. Yeah, that's just going to be game. Okay, couple of clean 2-0s. Climbing out of Diamond 3, hopefully. Maybe this is all that it took, was playing something that is a little bit more meta. But still, while being off meta enough, I think I will just run it out with one last game here. Still feeling in a pretty good mood, pretty good spirits, so not going to cut that short at this point. Much rather keep the happy and friendly vibes going. And of course, see what we managed to get up to. We'll probably be playing a reasonable amount of ranked at this stage going forward, because, funnily enough, it's just about the end of the month, and really wanting to be getting into Mythic again. Honestly, with the way that this seems to be feeling over these last couple of games, this might just be what I stick with to make that a reality. Not with a hand like that, though, and with a hand like that, I suppose I'll keep 6 in the mountain. I suppose. What is this person squiggly facing me for? Oh, it's a high claw. I'm just going to mute them straight away. I don't want to have to be dealing with that the entire game. Here, I think I just play the play. No, it's going to be the Sacred Foundry tapped. I'll be playing the Arabella first, I think, instead of the voice. Is that what I want to do or not? And it's going to make the high claw bigger. Okay. Maybe the Voice of Victory might be the better option. No, it's definitely going to be the Arabella first. Sparring Advantage next turn, so it enters untapped, and then on 4 the Abandoned Air Temple. Actually, maybe even the Evangelist next turn instead, because it does just add that extra body for Arabella. Nope, it's going to bolt the Arabella anyway. So, it's going to be Expiring Vantage. going to be an Arabella. And it's going to be a Clockwork Percussionist. They flood more the Arabella, okay. Keep the Percussionist up, which I will probably actually just use to chump, see what's on top of the library. Again, is far too much all over the place here. Yeah, I don't want to be taking another 3. Or rather dig 1 deep, I think, especially since I'm not going to be getting off an attack with Arabella next turn. But I'll Voice of Victory first, Arabella afterwards, I dare say. What do we got here? A Get Lost, which could be kind of tasty. FOMO. Instant sorcery in the bin. Might be having to get rid of the FOMO instead. No, artifact, okay. And a Tiger Seal, yep. We've got Band of Air Temple, Voice of Victory, and a Get Lost on the FOMO. Definitely more. So if I kill anything else, then the FOMO starts doing FOMO things. And here they do need to draw a bunch of cards for Tiger Seal to untap. This, yeah, Iris Demonstration. Means the chance of them drawing is a little bit slimmer. They're not going to add counters with the high. Well, they still can now, actually. They're just going to use the map again. Alrighty. 2 lands feels pretty nice, because it means I take significantly less. And here it's going to go Voice, Arabella. Next turn Delny, if everything stays alive, and I'm in a pretty good spot. But all the removal they have on hand does also feel kind of bad. Another Iron's Demonstration. And they'll attack with a Hide Claw. I do not block here. Can't really risk it. Go to 6. And they play another Tiger Seal. Got a Mountain here. Play a Delny. I'm actually just going to pass the turn. Because I am very worried about what might be up if they have... what have they got? They haven't shown any direct to face damage, so I'm actually just going to go no blocks here, as silly as it might seem. Take 4. And my turn. Actually really nice that I've got to get lost on the High Claw. Have a Sanguine Evangelist, which allows me to make a nice amount of things and attack with just the Voice of Victory. Double trigger. And I do win next turn if they can't deal with everything on my board. They do have a lot of mana. They do have the ability to look a couple deep. But even if it's a deal 1 to all my creatures, the Delny survives, I will get some more. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the direct damage that I was hoping it wasn't going to be. Here, I think it will definitely be the High Noon. It will be Pinnacle Stark Ages. It'll be Soul Guide Lanterns. And it'll be getting rid of all these Get Losts, because everything that I can hit with a Bolt anyway, or a Pinnacle Stark Age. Soul Guide Lantern, just get rid of everything in their bin. Voice of Victory is certainly going to be necessary. I think it could be an angle of a Legend of Roku getting rid of. Don't really have any other card draw though. I should get rid of one of the Stark Ages, 1 Percussionist, 1 Headliner, and a FOMO in Ascension. Go to the FOMO. I think the Ascension is slightly more important. See how game 2 goes. Being on the play this time will be a little bit nicer, but Izzet is just, I mean, really, Izzet has gotten all of the best cards across this last year, and even with tons and tons of bans. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. Keep 6, get rid of 1 of the Percussionists. We will go Mountain Percussionist. Attack 1. Next turn, Arabella. Turn after Firebending Ascension. Let's play a Tiger Seal. Okay, we go to the Foundry. We'll pay the 2 life. Arabella, pass the turn. What I don't like is if I pass the turn and I can attack white, it still just doesn't pass it through for me. Here's a FOMO, which means I'll untap the Tiger Seal. I'll probably take 3 if that's the case. Yeah, I'm happy taking 3 there. We will go Inspiring Vantage, Firebender's Ascension, and can't really afford to attack with Arabella here. Do want to be blocking onto the FOMO if I can. Here, a little bit of removal would actually be absolutely ideal. Higher Claw is not a bad thing to see on the other end. Quantum Riddler is a bit nasty though, because it does untap their Tiger Seal. I will probably actually trade for the Tiger Seal here, because it means that I can attack in a little bit more safely with the Arabella, see what's on top of the library. You don't really need the Firebending too much. I'm maybe thinking of just dealing all the damage the other way. See how the voice feels kind of nice, but we will go voice first. And then actually another Firebender's Ascension. Because here I do want to go no attack, because I want the Arabella to be alive to attack with a whole bunch of Voice of Victory tokens. Let's see what they end up with. Haven't gotten any value from any of my creatures so far, but that's just because they have a 1 mana Vigilant 3/3. Which, yeah, feels like it does a pretty good job. Good thing is I haven't seen any Storm Chaser's talents. Demonstration of Voice, okie doke. And they another High Claw. And they burst, oh my god. Yeah, I mean, look at all of that. That is just wild. Let's block the FOMO. And not block the FOMO this time. Evangelists and attack with Arabella. Actually get a little bit of life gain back. Couple of triggers. And pass the turn. The blocking with the Evangelist, I think, go onto the FOMO unless it dies. Oh, here they are drawing a lot of cards. Discarding 2 lands means they might have removal for what's on my board. Nope, just another Tiger Seal. Full. What are they untapping here? That's the real question. They are untapping the FOMO, okay. I'll just block the FOMO. I'll get a creature back. I can Voice of Victory next turn. I'll be gaining a little bit of life. Oh, nice. So the Voice of Victory first, another Firebender Ascension. Don't really want to attack with Arabella, though I'm on 9. They can draw and discard a whole bunch. I take 2. Can chump. We'll go no attacks. I mean, yeah, they're going to be drawing next turn anyway. It's really if they've just got removal for Arabella, which the chance of them being able to draw into some is reasonable. They'll be drawing 2. That's actually okay, because it just means that even a Chain Lightning is not going to be able to do anything. It might actually double block into the Tiger Seal. Yep, double block into the Tiger Seal just to get rid of it. It is a frustrating old thing. And here's a Hired Claw. I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next turn 9, which means I will attack with both though, because we will actually, yeah, we want the Mobilize to trigger first. Thanks. So I gain 5, which means I will survive. I'll pop a counter on the Higher Claw just so it's slightly better at blocking. They'll block the Arabella, take a little bit. But here at least I can take with the Voice of Victory and the Hired Claw, get through quite a bit of damage. Another Tiger Seal, a FOMO, okay. Yep, they attack with the Riddler, probably with the High Claws as well. One of them bounces off. Oh, no, actually just looking to draw more cards. That is not what I expected them to do. That is for certain. Oh, demonstration on the Voice. Actually, that's really nasty. And another High Claw is going to be taking a whole bunch of damage. Oh, another Ascension though. That's, something. They'll have to do a big old multi-block. They do have a FOMO though, which means it's not worth the attack. 4 Firebenders Ascensions and haven't seen a single bit of removal, which, yeah. Oh, Kato. Right.
There's nothing I can't steal.
Yeah, okay.
They'll never see us coming.
I take a bunch of damage here. Yeah, okay. Right. So, I take 7, and then I take another 7. That is just game, isn't it? Yeah. One little bit of removal instead of 4 Firebenders Ascensions would have been just a little bit delightful, wouldn't it? But that is the way the cookie crumbles. You know, can't ask for everything all the time. But that does feel pretty bad. That, you know, 4 Firebenders Ascensions, didn't see a Lightning Helix, didn't see a you know, a Soul Guide Lantern, so that's 7. I had, I can't even remember if I had 2 or 3 of the, what you call it, the Pinnacle Star Cages. I think I kept all 3, so that's 10 bits of removal that I didn't see. But instead I saw all 4 copies of a Firebender's Ascension, which of course is a very good, very nice, very good card, but not really the card I am aiming to see in that sort of scenario all too often. I'll open a couple of Final Fantasy packs, see what we get into at the end of this ranked video. Balthier and Matoya, a couple of kind of nice cards, and there we go. 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 and 2 with this deck. I think it feels, yeah, just that little bit better potentially now that the meta has settled down a little bit than the tokens. I mean, I do love all my tokens, but I think this is just yeah, doing a slightly better job. Did spend 5 rare wildcards to craft some of the the Stadium Menacer people, and the other one of the Hired Claws, looking at probably another couple Hired Claws getting in there at some point as well, just because those double triggers are basically everything that deck revolves around. But that is me, Transfemerate, with some standard magic, pushing all the way back to Mythic for the end of the month, end of the season, and I will catch you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.